What's going on, everybody? Jeff Holiday here, and we're back playing all the mods 9. Today we are going to be hopefully finishing off the Philosopher's Fuel, and if we get that done quickly, which I doubt, we then we will move on to something else. But this might be just what this whole entire episode is. In order to get to the Philosopher's Fuel, both the Ender Generator and the Rainbow Furnace. Oh yeah, I'm recording this in October 24th. That thing just keeps appearing, and it's really annoying. But the one that's going to be tough is getting the Insanite block, and for that we have to get into Extreme Reactors. Now, Extreme Reactors, I really honestly didn't want to have to mess around with Extreme Reactors if I didn't need to. There's so many reactors and so many different mods that... I want to do something different. I've done it before. So what we need... Yeah, I know. For our first reactor, which we're just going to make the basic one to start with. We need 22 casing, controller, 1 control rod. Or should we just go ahead and make a bigger one? Should we? I mean, I'm feeling like it's pretty easy to do. It's a multi-block to generate inner workings. I wanted to make a 5x5 one. And what I'm not sure is if we need to make a reinforced one right away. Because we're going to need to make... We don't really need a turbine. We just need to make the reactor, reprocessor, and the fluidizer. And these are all multi-block structures. But I feel like it would be faster if we just make the reactor. I don't know how many blocks we're going to need for that. It's it's a thing. But I'm going to try and make a 5x5. So we're going to need, let's see, reactor casing. We need some reactor glass, reactor fuel rods, and then 1 reactor control rod. Right. The reactor controller. And we'll start with that. So I made a ton of graphite bars. So we should be able to make a bunch of these. I'm going to go with 40. Let's try 40. Yeah, let's try 40. And we're going to come down here. Whoop. And as you can see, I made a little room. A little room. And I'm going to just go ahead and build the thing here. Kya! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's 5. Usually I would set these into the floor, but I just don't really care that much. It's not that big of a deal to me. Ooh, I'm going to need a lot more than I thought I was. Also, if I do this, I might as well make it substantially bigger. Because I think we can do 5 of the fuel stuff. Pretty sure. Let's see, that would be... if I'm going to make it this big, should I just set it into the floor? Probably, yeah. Yeah, probably. All right. Okay, so yeah, we're going to have to dig all this stuff up. That's what I get, man. That's what I get. I'm just going to be lazy. No, don't be lazy. It's a terrible idea. Don't be lazy, because you're just going to regret it. Yeah, and we're going to need probably like a whole stack of this, you know. But we have so many resources. It's not that big of a deal. All of it's going to work out just fine. There's no reason to freak out. I don't know, maybe. Maybe not a whole stack. I don't know. Casing. And what are we missing? Iron? 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 I might actually, here in a bit, have to go on a mission to some of the areas where I have quarried and pull out some iron ore. Probably. That's probably going to be a thing that I'm going to have to do. We need 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Cool. Next up, we're going to need a bunch of these. Let's see. We're going to have to do 5 times 3, 15. Okay. We have a bunch of uranium. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Boom. Okay. All right. And I believe this will work. Now, what I'm not sure about, I don't think you have to manually fill these in with coolant like you used to have to. Inner workings. Moving heat away from very important. That radiation travels in every direction perpendicular to the fuel rod's pile axis. Okay. Reactants. I don't think the coolant system. And yes, so the coolant is a fluid that, if organized, can be pumped into the coolant fluid tank of the reactor using a fluid port. Right. So what that means is that in this version, you don't have to fill anything at the top. What is that missing? Let's see. The control rod. Oh, we need so we need 5, which means we need 20 more of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right. Where am I? Okay. And we're gonna need 5 pistons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. Awesome. What was I saying? I don't remember. Doesn't matter. But yeah, so you pump in whatever fluid it is that's going to be going into the top. And you don't actually have to like fill it up with stuff yourself. So our controller, we need 4 casings. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. And nope, we still need that thing, which is we need some redstone torches. 1, 2, 3, boom, boom, boom. Let's get it, got it. Good, cool. Controller. What else is that we needed for this to make a reactor? We need the beginning, first reactor. Controller, control rod, fuel rod, solid access port, and active forge energy power tap. Okay. We need... That's something. That's a fluidizer. Reactor controller, fluidizer power port, solid access port. Okay. We're going to need one of those. Charging port, power tap. Power tap. And where's our... How do we get the fluid in there? This is interesting. Active forge fluid port. Passive mechanism. So is that only for reinforced reactors? No. I mean, all it takes is graphite and steel to upgrade all these, but it's looking like I'm going to have to do that. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, so I went ahead and I made this into a reinforced reactor. I've got an input solid access port here, which you can set as input or outlet, etc., 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 etc. And then this is the output, and we're just going to set it to eject waste. Yeah. Over here should be, yeah, power tap. I think that's where it's going to put the power out that it uses. And here should be a fluid port. So what we're going to do is going to grab a sink because we're only using water right now. Boink. We're going to grab a fluid. And hopefully just an advanced upgrade will work on this. I don't know. We'll see. Let's grab a wrench. Hit it up. Advanced. Boom. Let's see. I see no coolant. That's not good. Okay. Why doesn't that work? What? That should take the coolant. Shouldn't it? Inlet mode. Nope. That is not working. Reinforced fluid port active. Okay. At extreme. Reactor passive? Is it because it's an active? It might be because it's passive. So I wonder if that means I could do... So passive actively tries to grab it. Yes. Okay. So I don't even need to bother with that because it's just gonna grab it on its own. That's very handy. Okay. Cool. So next up, we need. We're gonna just grab 2 of these to make it easier, and we'll grab some spruce rows. Why not? Throw down spruce row. Throw down spruce row. Boink. Boink. We're going to extract. Always active. We're going to insert here. These should be passive, I think. This is also not working for an outlet. That's really strange. Anyway, let's try this. If we grab some uranium, and we do this, it's filling up. So we should be able to just turn it on. Casing heat, core heat. Got some vapor going on. Waste ejection mode. Automatic mode. Okay. So this should be working. It's not making a ton of power, but it's making some. Oh, you know what? That's okay. So it's producing cyanite as a fluid. Okay. So yellorium turns into cyanite. How do we get the cyanite to turn into ingots? That's what I don't know. I'm not sure. How do you do that? Hello, come in. I don't know. It's weird. Right. Fuel injection port. Oh, you know what? That's not what it's supposed to be. Oh my gosh. Hang on. At extreme. Yeah. See, this is why it's so confusing. Solid access port, fuel injection port, active power tap, charging port, redstone, computer port, forge, fluid port. Yeah, where's this supposed to come out of? Solid access port? I guess it's supposed to be a solid access port. So I have to make another one of these. Okay, solid access port. We need 4 more of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Solid access port. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Actually, I totally could have made that in a different way. Solid access port. We need a piston. And we need a chest of some variety. It's so fun when it won't intelligently do that. Cool. Here. Boom. Boom. Solid access. Reactor solid access port. Cool. All right. Off. Thank you. Thank you. Boom. Awesome. Okay. Back on again. Right. So this is going to be outlet mode, eject waste. Yeah. Always active. And insert. And I think that will work. I think. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. It's interesting though, because see, this is why I didn't want to get into this one, because I've already done so many different reactor mods and whatnot. I'm gonna have to look this up just to make sure I got this working the way I need it to. I'll be back in a while. Okay, so I don't know how this is going to look in the final product of the video, but I just went through a huge headache. I tried to get one of the Extreme Reactors turbines running, and I spent a bunch of resources, and it just wasn't working out. I don't know what the problem is. I tried for like 2 hours. Induction coils are engaged on... Off. Okay, we're not... Why? So anyway, I made 2 of these reprocessors. I also had trouble with those because I was like, why isn't it forming? And then there was a big hole here where I didn't put any reactor glass, reprocessor glass. And I was like, oh yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I am silly. Well, anyway, when this thing gets full, say with steam, it stops working. It stops working and it stops doing what it needs to do. Also, I'm feeling like I do actually need to put something in there to make this go faster. I'm not really sure what it is, but I might need to scale this thing up or do something. But anyway, I did, after testing out some different things, realize something that I could do with this steam. Because originally I was just using a gas or liquid trash can to get rid of this stuff. But that's wasteful. That's very, very wasteful. And I don't really want to do that. So what we're going to do instead is we're just going to utilize this using what we have left over from advanced generators, since we're not using it for what we were using it for before. And we're going to... Oh, you know what I'm going to need? What is it? Advanced generators, steam turbine. I need a power emitter module. So let's see. I think I have one. Power emitter module? I do not. Power emitter? No. Where is it? Power emitter. Flux generator. That's what it is. Yeah. Flux generator. Do I have one? I do. Sweet. Okay, cool. And we're going to come over here, and we're going to stick it right here. Boom. Right. And because these things can be any shape or size, makes it actually pretty easy. We will stick this thing right here, and then we will fill it in with turbines. Yes, sir. Indeed, sir. We got to get rid of that. Boom. I have many, many of these turbines. Many. I feel like we're going to leave it at that. That's probably fine. So as you can see, we have a capacity of 175 million FE in this thing. Not bad. Not bad, if I do say so myself. I do have an ultimate chemical tank that we're going to stick as a little buffer right here. Let's stick them here and stick them here. And then we're going to take our configurator and we're going to pull. This is going to start filling up with steam. And then we're just going to go ahead and we're going to pull. And nope. Interesting. I guess this has like an input and an output. That must be what it is. Pigments, infused types, slurries, what? Gases. Output in the back. Boom. Nice. So this thing's filling up and it's generating power. Cool. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Now, what I think I'm going to do, I have an extra Niotic power bank. Yeah, this guy. And I'm going to go ahead and stick it right like this. And let's see. Facing all should be receive and exit. Facing north. Oh, yeah. This is done this way. So we're facing west. Yeah. Okay. West, we want to receive. And then facing east, we will extract. Cool. Nice. And then we should be able to just use this. And now these guys have plenty of power. Sweet, 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 sweet. Okay. So, I mean, this is just a way to kind of get rid of some of this extra stuff, you know? I mean, we just do not need all of this steam. And we need to be able to make some space. Now, keep in mind, this thing is still running extremely slow. So we're making cyanide at a snail's pace. I'm not really sure why. But we need to do this so that we can make the cyanide, reprocess the cyanide, and we're also going to have to make one more machine, which is... it is a... Where are you? Not turbine. Fluidizer. We need to make a fluidizer. So in theory, with this, we should be able to pretty much use these 3 plus the fluidizer to make all the stuff that we need. I'm guessing. I have no idea. I've never done this before. I've never tried to get this high up in all of this so we can get to the insanite block. You know what I mean? Now, this is really simple. We just need to make rosinite to throw into a reprocessor with benitoite. I have all of that. I have a bunch of that stuff. Yeah. Halloween, we get it. Boo, boo, you're scary. But the problem isn't that. Making the insanite ingot is easy, but making the block is hard because we have to first make inanite, which you have to make inanite. That goes over a block of netherite with tons of that. But to make inanite ingots, we have to reprocess radiculite with the same stuff. Radiculite we get from ludicrite, washed with magentite, which I don't even know how to get that. Ludicrite is from plutonium and cyanide. And plutonium is basically just... what is it? It's like you reprocess the cyanide with something. I don't even know. It's something. It's a thing. Okay? Waste injector? Yeah, can we like manually throw one in here? I don't even know. Let's see. Oh wait. I think it takes 2. And then we turn it on. But it needs some kind of fluid. Yeah. Yeah, it needs some kind of fluid. And I think it might be water, actually. This is a fluid injector. Let's try and do this. Here, we're exploring. We're explorers. Not simul. How about sync? Yeah, let's go sync. Why is it configuring? Oh, I see. Here. Boom. And then we need to grab this wrench and a fluid. No, come on. And if we do this and that, and boom, makes a plutonium. The only problem is they always drop out the bottom, which is kind of a pain. It's not kind of a pain. It's actually a huge pain, actually. But that's fine. I figure what I'll do is I'll just do something like this. Yeah. And can we just use... I'll just use the regular item pipes. They don't even need to be upgraded because this is all going to be, like, really slow. You know what I mean? Wait, why is that not coming out? The reprocessor collector should be right there, and I should be able to pull it out. Shouldn't I? What? How do I pull it out? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. What? No? Injector? Ejector? Hello, come in? Oh, man. Come on. The reprocessor, how to build. Okay. This mod is extremely confusing. Reprocessor controller, the collector. Acquire material once your processing job is complete. Okay, yeah. So then what? But it's not letting me pull anything out. And I can't right-click on it either. Like, even with, like, an empty hand? Nope. How about... Do I have a hopper? I do. Let's try this. Oh, we need a chest. I doubt this is going to work. If it is, I'm going to be really annoyed. No, definitely not. Okay. Okay, looking at it again. Waste injector, reprocessor output port. There's an output port. Well, that's awesome. Well, okay. Sure. Why not? Why not? I could have actually maybe, like, looked that up, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. You know, for giggles. Yeah. Good times. Good times. Awesome. Let's just stick one of these in here. Nope. Right. Okay. Fantastic. So glad that happened. Amazing. Cool. Good. We're going to need 8 of these things. We need to spend more of our cyanite. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. I'm going to get this fixed up. So, look, I'll be back in a minute. All right, now see, this is comedy right here. This is comedy. So I already had these made. I just stuck them back here, and I forgot about them. That's ridiculous. But anyway, yeah. So look, plutonium, we got it. We got it. Not bad. Okay, right. So things to keep in mind is So if we need to use, say, we're going to build, like, here's the reprocessor. If we throw 2 of these into it with liquefied cyanide, then we can make the next one. But for that, we need the fluidizer. So fluidizer, not really a whole lot. You got uranium. The fluidizer is just uranium, blah, 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 blah. I have so much uranium. I have uranium seeds up there, all of the things. I'm not worried about it at all. So I'm going to go ahead and make the fluidizer. I'm going to run some, pardon me, some power cables. Wow. Okay. I'm actually going to go get a glass of water before I do anything else. Wowie. All right. So we're back, and I have been making a bunch of plutonium in this. Very, very simple to do. Am I all out on this? Good. Okay. We have... I'm going to void reactants on this. Cool. So I'm not exactly sure how to do a lot of this stuff, but we're going to try and figure it out right now. So what we need is 32 cyanide. I've got a big fluidizer here. This combines solids together. And then this one basically fluidizes just one input and pulls it out here. That's how you have to set these up. It depends on which ports you put on them. So if we throw 32 cyanide into here, we turn it on. Okay, so I'm going to need a tank. We should probably be able to get it with an elite. Is this a passive? I believe so. So let's get this fluid pipe rocking. Yeah. And we're going to go... No. We'll do this. And it is filling up. Okay, cool. Cool. Let's fix that. Awesome. Okay. Seems to be working. So we need 32 cyanide to make... What are we making? Oh, man. We need the cyanide. So we liquidize the cyanide. And then reprocess it with the plutonium to make lutecrite. We need 32 lutecrite. It takes 32 buckets of cyanide and 64 plutonium. So what we'll do is, this is going to be the fluid injector. We're going to grab another one of these and another one of these. Yes. And we're going to go like this. We're going to wait until this thing is done. Should be done. Yes. Thank you. Then we go, we're going to stick it up here. And we're going to open it up. Throw this in. And then we stick our... Wait, I thought I had 64 plutonium. Where did my plutonium go? Oh, there we go. And then we throw this in here. Boom. And then we turn it on. And now we're making lutecrite. So to get next up, we have to get magentite. From that is a reactant by pumping plutonium into the reactor. Yes. So we're actually going to need 32 plutonium to liquidize. So we're going to need 31 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom. And we throw these. Oh, you know what? That is not going to work because we actually... We're going to need all of this. Except for that. Because it takes 2 cyanite to make a plutonium. And actually, in that case, I think this is already turned on. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, it's working. Sweet. Got our ludicrite. Turn that off. Then... So I'm not exactly sure. I've never tried to do this before. But I'm going to have to get the other tank. Let's see. Over here. And if I'm not mistaken, what we then have to do to make magentite is we have to liquidate the plutonium, throw it in the reactor, run the reactor, and it will produce as a waste product magentite. However, I'm not exactly sure where that's going to come out. So this is a mechanism fluid port that comes out. This is water that goes in. I think we have to keep the water. This needs to be an input. And then we're going to have another output on this thing. Oh, it's so very confusing. You know what I mean? Like, it's very confusing. But I'm trying to make it work. So let's go ahead and liquidate our plutonium. Oh, we're making liquid plutonium. Cool. Over here, we've got all of our ludicrite. And it's because we need to make ridiculite. Ridiculite. And that's reprocessing using the magentite. Right. We need 16 ridiculite. So why does it say I need 16 magentite? What else do I use this for? I don't think that's true. I think I only need 8. Whatever. We already made it. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. Okay. So we're going to come over here. And we might need to make another fluid port for this. So if that's the case, yeah, I know. Spooky, spooky Halloween. I wish I could turn that off. That's driving me crazy. Ugh. Reactor active. We don't want the active. Reactor passive forge fluid port. Yeah. Reactor casing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Reactor passive. We need 1, 2, 3, 4. And passive. Oh, great. We need a bucket. Thank you. Passive. Passive. Awesome. Okay. So let's break this and stick this here. This is going to be an outlet mode. Right. So that is for mechanism stuff, for like this this steam. I hope everything's working okay. It's being kind of funky. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it just got a little overwhelmed. That's okay. Okay. So this will be the big test, right? So we're going to grab a fluid, grab another upgrade. Might as well. I don't really care. It's just one of those things. It's just one of those things. So if we trigger that to pump in here, that is Off. Okay. That is not working. Okay. So what I'm curious about, so that's just to get the, to make the reactant that's supposed to make this magentite, right? So for that, it needs to be a plutonium reactant. And for that, reactor fuel injection port. Yeah. Reactor fuel, and is this not a, this is not a fuel injection port. Is it? Fuel. Oh. Do I not have one of those? Okay. That's strange. I guess that's probably what the problem is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go with a piston. Okay, let's try this. Okay, that's going in. So let's turn it on. Okay. Casing heat. This is making vapor. And then how do I waste? That's a reprocessor waste injector. Okay. Well, let's see. So, okay, reinforced reactor controller casing, glass fuel rod, control rod, solid access port, fuel injection port, forge energy power tap. That's fine. Charging port, no. Redstone computer port, active fluid port, passive mechanism, creative, turbine controller, turbine housing. Yeah, where exactly is the magentite supposed to be coming out of? So that's increasing in steam, which is normal. Is there... Can I, like... If I set something up to pull, will that work? Maybe that will, like, trick it? Air. Man, I wish this wasn't so incredibly confusing. This is wild. Okay, I gotta look it up again. All right, so I think I figured it out. This is very counterintuitive. It's one of the reasons why I'm just not a fan of this mod right now. It's driving me crazy. Is so you had to use a fuel injection port, even though injection seems to sound like it's supposed to be like only going in. It does have this interface for outlet mode. We are getting our magentite here. It's very slow. This is going to take a while to work down all this plutonium, make it into magentite, which is a bummer because we have a whole lot of stuff that we need to do. But in the meantime, something that we can do is we're going to make our verderium. For that, we need to make... And it's also, there's a little bit of a problem with cross-mod support. Like, so if you, there are no yellorium ingots, but there are yellorium blocks that you get from uranium ingots. So, and this kind of causes a few complications with a couple of things. But it's not the end of the world. So we're going to throw yeah, Eulorium. And we're going to have an output port here. Yep, that is exactly what we want. So you've got these, and boom. We are going to make Verderium. Now we have 36 buckets of Verderium. Yep. Yep, you heard me. But here's where things are going to be stalled for a while, and I'm not very happy about it. But, what options do we have, really? Is that now that we have our Verderium, in the Verderium, you have to turn into Rosinite? Rosinite. Yeah, Rosinite. And you do that, I believe, in the reactor. Let's see. Yeah, you have to burn Verderium to get Rosinite. So what that means for us, unfortunately, is we have to wait until this reactor is done cooking up all of our magentite, which is going to take a while because it's a lot. I think we need 16, but I feel like we put too much in. So I don't know. And then we have to pull all this out and then run the Verderium through here. And that is going to be a pain. But, the nice part is we're already at Ludicrite. What is that? Ludicrite block? Whatever. Once we can reprocess it with this, we get to the Radiculite. Reprocess that with Rosinite, we get Inanite. And then Inanite, we throw around with a block of Netherite, and we get our Insanite. And Insanite block. Insanite also needs the Rosinite, but we use this Benitoite, whatever thing. I have a ton of it from quarrying. Yeah, 842. I think we're good. So I'm just going to sit here and wait for this to be done. Yay! All right, I'll be back in a while. Oh, spooky. Okay, that took a million years, but we're pretty good now. So we've got our Verderium. Blink. And we're going to throw this in to be used in our reactor. Boom. And open you up. There we go. And turn you on. And I do have this empty tank, which will stick here. Why is there magentite in there? Not supposed to be magentite in there. Is it not totally empty? What? How is there... What? Is that from like... Oh, I think I know what that's from. Okay, hang on. Do I have a fluid trash can? I can make one. Boom. Okay. All right. Empty. Thank you. That was long and complicated for no reason. Thank you very much. Oh, well, at least I have that. I have that spare fluid trash can for when I need it. Okay, Rosinite. All right, we are trucking. We're trucking along. This seems to be cooking out pretty fast, actually. That's pretty nice. Not gonna lie, not bad. Right. So next up, we need to take our magentite and throw it here. And it's gonna be, what is it? At extreme, magentite gets used for the Ludicrite. So it's a 1 to 2. We have 32, so we need a 16. Yep. And so we need to put our 32 Ludicrite in here. Boink. And turn on. Oh, right. Hang on. There we go. Excellent. We're getting our rediculite. Ridiculous. Don't be ridiculous. And we need to be able to turn those into inanite, which means we need... How many of these do we need? Well, we need 8 inanite, so it means we need 8 barrels of rosinite. We're almost there. That's pretty wild. Wow. Wow. That's great. Okay, well, we can grab that out. And this is now empty of everything. Cool. Awesome. Get that off there. Yeah, keep on trucking, man. Keep on trucking. This is pretty great. Cool. Well, all right. All right. Not bad. Not bad. I'm happy that this one is moving along a lot faster than some of the other ones. So, yeah, that's a huge breath of fresh air. So I'm pretty excited about that. That's great. Cool. All right. Well, I guess it'll just take a minute or so. Maybe we should just sit here. You know, we can talk. We can rap. I need to never say that again. Yeah. Need to never say that again. Yeah. 7.4. That's not bad. Almost there. Man, oh man. I'm excited about that. That's great. I after having to wait for a million years for all the plutonium stuff, that it's, yeah. Okay, cool. So we can stick the rosinite up here. And we're using this to make inanite. So we need a 16 radiculite. Okay. And then we throw this in here. And we are already turned on. Cool. Wow. While we're waiting, we can make our block another right. Easy. Yeah. Throw that in there. I did think of one thing that might make a little bit of a complication on this. This has just a little bit of rosinite, and I don't think there's any way to get it out, which might mean we are short a little bit when this one fills up, but we will find out. I might end up just throwing in a bunch more extra just to be safe. But, yeah, right now we have our block of inanite. And that means all we have to do is fill up this. Okay, Adobe Creative Cloud. We have to fill up some more rosinite and then reprocess some of this stuff. So yeah, every time. Can you stop? I see you. Anyway, I'll be back once that's done. All right, we are almost there. So in order to get our 8 insanite, each one requires 16. So that means we need 2 stacks of the benitoite. Whatever. So 1 stack, 2 stack. Boom, boom, boom. Throw it up here. Stack. And you really turn me on. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. And throw that in there. Very exciting. Very exciting, guys. Almost done. Excellent. Yes. All right. Insanite block. All of that just to make that one block. That's it. Man. Now, I don't know if I'm ever going to touch this mod again because that was annoying. I might, you know what I might do? What I might end up doing. Because this is all set up, and it does actually make a pretty good amount of power. I mean, it's 175 million right now. It's not the fastest, but I could redirect some of my uranium plants or make more uranium seeds and just throw them down here to keep this thing powered, just to keep some more steam going to the base power. I might do that. It's why waste it, right? Why bother wasting something that could actually be very beneficial and useful? So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, that's empty too. I'm just cleaning up my inventory real quick. And this, we can just throw in there. They're clean. Boom. Throw all of our pipes back in here. Put our wrench back up in here. And we can get rid of this stupid book. And then we can finish out the Philosopher's Fuel, which is the whole point of all this. So let's throw away our book. Throw away. Put away our book. Boom. And let's go take stock upstairs. Okay. Philosopher's Fuel. We now have all of the 6 on the bottom and the Insanite, which means now we need to make Ender Generator and Rainbow Furnace. These are incredibly easy. I know I'm going to need a few of these things, but whatever. Ender Generator, Obsidian Generator, Diamond Generator. We're going to need a lot more of these, actually. Let's go ahead and do it all. Let's do it this way. At Generator Galore. Is that? Yeah, because it's like obsidian, diamond, gold, iron, copper. Do we not do that? Yeah, okay. So copper goes to iron. Iron goes to gold. Goes to diamond. And then what was from diamond was obsidian, yeah. And then ender. Boom. Okay. We now have all of them but the rainbow generator. Now this one is going to be annoying. Yeah. Okay. Crystal furnace. Diamond. Oh, this is annoying. I think, I'm trying to remember how many of these furnaces we're going to need to make. 1, 2, yeah. And then, if I'm not mistaken, we also, for these, have to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Man, it's just a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And none of it is especially hard. It's like none of it is hard. Let's go iron. Right. Okay. Let's get up to the rainbow core first, which means we need 2 netherites. I have everything I need for that. It means I need 2 obsidian furnaces. I also think we're going to need an obsidian furnace into this as well. So we'll go ahead and make 3 steps to obsidian to make it easy. Iron. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 3 iron goes to 3 golden. 1, 2, 3. Goes to, let's see. Yeah, diamond. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Emerald. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Obsidian. No way. Okay. Obsidian. 1, 2, 3. Boom. And then we need 2 of the netherite ones. Of course, we're short on magma creams. Of course. Because why wouldn't we? Of course. Why? Why not? Boom. All right. Good. Done. And that gives us everything except for these stained glass, which is going to be a pain because I have to make all of the different dyes, But that's okay. You know what? You see what I'm doing, though, right? So one kind of nice thing about this, though, is that this gives us 8 for doing this whole combination. So that's not, you just saw me making all of these things. It's not that big of a deal. I was going to do them off camera because I have to do all the dyes, and it's going to take a while. So I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So as you can see, making a bunch of stained glass I'm never going to end up using. I'll need one of each, but that's just, that's just what this mod pack has chosen to do. I already made the rainbow plating. That took a while as well, but rainbow core, boom. Excellent. And then we can make the rainbow furnace. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. But you know what that also means? Do you know what that also means, guys? Ho, 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 ho. We have the Philosopher's Fuel. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here, we're gonna get down here, and we're gonna. Where's my thing? Boom, boom, boom. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah. Very, very, very pleased with all of this. This is great. This is great. I need like more room. Here we go. There we go. All right, that'll work, guys. Look. Philosopher's Fuel. Philosopher's Fuel. We have it. We are done. That is fantastic. I am so excited. What that means, of course, is that now for our ATM star, I think we have the Dragon Soul, we have the Oblivion Shard, we now have the Philosopher's Fuel. I really can make the Creative Essence at any point in time, but we are making some headway. Wither's Compass? Oh, yeah, blood magic. That's all we really need for that is blood magic, and to make a... I guess we have to go back and do the Abyssal Sacrifice. No, I have one of those. And I have a Heart of the Deep, I believe. Yeah. I have a Heart of the Deep as well. So I have like almost everything I need for that one. But, yeah. What a pain. What an absolute pain. But yeah, you know what? That's just part of the process, playing, in all the mods pack, trying to get the star, that sort of thing, yada yada. So anyway, hope you guys had fun from my family to yours. I'll see you next time. Bye.